we could feel a sense of invincibility with life. Feeling like we're confident in our ability to hold anything that might arise in us. Any fear, anxiety, shame, depression, sense of failure, whatever it is. What if we could just hold it? And we can, luckily. Our habitual tendency would be to escape into the mind when there is difficult sensations, really, when there's a difficult experience in the body. Awkwardness, again, fear. When we feel that tightness, that stabbing, that a lot of times we'll try to escape into the mind to try to figure out some external solution for this internal problem, this internal discomfort. And this will never work. As much as we try to organize our lives so that we don't feel fear, depression, anxiety, failure, we can't avoid these experiences. A part of being alive, part of really being in life, is feeling these things. There's nothing wrong with them. But when we try to escape into the mind, into the realm of story and thought, we will never be able to actually diffuse these difficult experiences. When we feel, say, a tightness in the chest, a stabbing in the gut, a hollowness in the stomach, or dissociation, can we be with it? Can we hold it? Relating to these experiences as if they were small children. If a little kid's screaming, say it's anxiety, saying, see me, I have something to say, I need to be held. You don't lock it in a room, you don't look the other way or act like it doesn't exist. That will never solve the problem. If this was an actual child, you would traumatize it. And that's what we do to parts of ourselves that are asking for attention, asking for love, really. To be held, to be seen, to be honored. When we push these feelings away, they actually get louder. When we give them the space they need, they get more quiet. And they don't run us. They don't call the shots. We call the shots. I do. You do. Not the unpleasant emotions. Again, habitually, when most people feel discomfort, we try to either numb it away. We could try to meditate it away, exercise it away, watch TV to hope it just, doesn't pop in our head or pop in our body. This will never work. We need to really feel these things if we want to work with them and develop this sense of actual invincibility where I'm not afraid of anything that this life can throw at me. What is it going to do? Make me feel sad? Make me feel afraid? Make me feel shame? Depressed? Dissociated? If we can hold these experiences and we're confident in our ability to hold these experiences, then we're not afraid of what this life might bring us. We can go straight into it. We can really relax and be present here now, not fill our whole day with trying to avoid certain experiences. Avoid this sense of lack, so I fill my day with work. Avoid this sense of failure, discontentedness, so again, work, or call my friend and then do this and then get my nails done, whatever. We don't have to run from these experiences. We can really sit with the body as it is, not try to numb it or escape it. And when we can relate to life like this, again, we can finally relax. We can diffuse discomfort when it arises, and we develop this overwhelming confidence in ourselves to be able to hold anything that arises. This is a superpower. This is a cultivatable skill. I learned this from Tibetan Buddhist teacher Andrew Holacek, who calls it reverse meditation. Because instead of trying to escape an experience, we actually go straight into the discomfort. So when we feel fear, when we feel shame, awkwardness, whatever we've been avoiding, we actually go straight into it. Because it's grist for the mill, it's practice. This is what I need to really learn how to navigate, learn how to feel. How do I open to this too? And interestingly, the deeper we get on this path, we'll find the more we open to these experiences, the less intense they get until they can actually just completely go away. Pain, fear, shame, guilt, sadness. The more that we can open to them, the more that we get them under control. Till if we can really be one with the experience, it completely falls away. This is taught in meditative circles. I heard this first from Shinzen Young and Andrew Holacek, who say this brilliant equation, which is suffering equals pain multiplied by resistance. If you watch some of my videos, you've probably seen me say this before, because it's a fact. Suffering is different than pain. Pain will arise internally, externally, physically, psychologically. It's part of life. That's okay. But suffering is a unskillful relationship with pain. We reject it, we resist it, we actually don't open to it. We say, this is not okay, this is not allowed, so I'm just gonna close and hope that it can't touch me. When we react to pain like this, whether it be emotional, physical, or psychological, we're amplifying it. Because what we are resisting will get louder and louder and louder until we learn how to hold it and give it the space that it needs, give it the attention that it's actually asking for. Through this practice, we can develop a sense of resilience, invincibility, actually, being bulletproof with whatever arises. How would that change our lives? Just asking ourselves, how would that change our lives? We can go two paths. The path we've been living, which is just try to avoid, fix the external circumstances so that I don't feel shame, guilt, fear, depression, whatever. Or we can take the other route, which is going straight into it until we're so intimate and familiar with these experiences and we're so confident in our ability to hold this discomfort that the fear and the discomfort actually completely falls away. So we have a choice, and there's no right or wrong. It's up to us. And maybe the middle way between these two paths is maybe the healthiest, actually. Don't just go straight to pain always. I mean, that could be the path for some people, but using exercise or traditional mindfulness meditation to escape when we need to in a healthy way, so that we're not masochistically torturing ourselves, but knowing that the way out is always in, and that we have to hold these feelings eventually, or else they'll haunt us for the rest of our lives. And knowing too, if we do this enough, if we practice this skill, we'll develop this muscle and ability and our capability to hold anything. And in these scary, apocalyptic times, what a useful skill when I feel fear, overwhelm. Where do I feel it? Okay. Can I hold it? Is it allowed? Yes, okay. And maybe it won't change initially. It won't change maybe for a while, but it will eventually. And if we don't just escape into the mind or escape into numbing activities, we're developing a skill that will serve us for the rest of our lives. So, again, the benefit of going towards discomfort. Andrew Holacek inspired this talk. Although I've had similar talks, it was cool to hear another teacher say it so eloquently. He has a book it's called Reverse Meditation, where he highlights this and really eloquently describes practices to be able to engage in these difficult experiences, somatic experiences. So yeah, that's what inspired this. I hope you liked this talk. This is a fun one, definitely really resonant. To become embodied so that we're not disembodied, living in the mind, living in the body, living in direct experience. This is where freedom is. This is where enlightenment is. This is where peace is right now. Right now. In all of us. If we can be here and not run from discomfort, then we get the riches, the wisdom, the beauty of the body, the somatic experience. We can go into the mind whenever we want. We don't have to be trapped in the body, but we're not trapped in the mind. This is a big part of freedom. I'm not afraid of what's coming through me here. And in extension thoughts also, I'm not afraid of those, but that's another talk. Right now I'm just talking about direct experiences of discomfort in the body, energetically. Yeah, thank you for watching.